Welcome again into this segment where we are going to explain more about the New Testament faith. If you follow on our YouTube page, you'll find out that there is a teaching which I taught about the New Testament faith, taken from Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. It reads, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Now faith is the substance of things hoped for. I mentioned last time and I said this is not the definition of faith. It's just the description of the faith which the writer or the author is trying to talk about. He was talking about the Old Testament faith, or the faith before the cross. If I say the Old Testament faith, we are talking of faith before the cross. Because verse 2 gives us a better understanding of what I'm trying to say. For by this kind of faith, in verse 1, the elders obtain a good report. We have given examples of those elders last time. As you mentioned, one of them, like Abel, by this kind of faith, he obtained a good report. So by this faith, they obtained a good report. And if you read verse 13, it reads, "These all died in this faith. These all died in faith, not having received the promises." Means if you operate under this kind of faith, you keep hoping, but you cannot even embrace the promises. You keep hoping for promises, but you will not get hold of the promises. Means this Old Testament faith, they were hoping for a substance. They were hoping is the substance of things hoped for. Means this substance of things hoped for is Jesus Christ in this New Testament. They were hoping for a substance. They were hoping for a substance. They were doing practices. They were doing some of the things which were pointing to the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. They believed the gospel in types and shadows, but not embracing or get hold of the reality. Means they all died not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them. Word persuasion there, or persuaded in Greek, is peito. Means they were being moved from within. By believing, by receiving those promises, they were moved from within. That is why if you look at the father of faith, Abraham, the Bible says when he came to Canaan, he was disappointed, because Canaan was not the city which he saw, which God has promised him. But the Bible, it goes on, says, but they dwelt there by faith. He sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promises. For he looked for a city which had a foundation, whose builder and maker is God. So this faith which is the substance of things hoped for, these people, they kept on doing practices. They kept on doing things which were pointing to the reality, which is Jesus Christ. Remember, the Bible tells us in Colossians chapter 1, verse 17, that all these things is a shadow of the reality. But the reality is Jesus Christ. It's the shadow of things to come, but the reality is Jesus Christ. So when operating with this kind of faith, you keep hoping. You keep trying God. Maybe he can do this, or he cannot do. Maybe he can. But if you want to understand the New Testament faith, join us as we are going to expound in the next segment more about the New Testament, more about the New Testament life which we are in right now. God bless you as you join us in the next segment.